Hello, Professor. I just wanted to say that I am pretty sick right now, so I will try to limit my coughing, sniffling, and heavy breathing as much as I can. But I will be presenting about um, virtual reality technology in professional sports and how it's used and how it's going to affect the future of sports. So, introduction. Um, Virtual reality first came out back in the 1990s, but it was way too expensive for people to afford, and people didn't really think that it was such a good idea, so it kind of failed. It recently made a comeback, and big companies started making it more affordable and easier to use because back then it was um, too much of a hassle to assemble. um, it just involved a giant screen in front of your face and a bunch of gadgets that you would have to put on your arms and legs and such. But now you can have just a little remote in both hands, and then I'm sure you've seen it, but um, it's just like a little face mask that you put your phone in and put over your eyes, and that's basically the whole thing. So companies like Samsung, Google, and Facebook actually bought out a company that made it, and it was called Oculus Rift. Yeah, they gained major investors like Facebook, venture capitalists, and sports organizations. And these sport organizations we'll talk about a little later. Here's a chart of the virtual reality market value. As you can see, there's a link at the bottom um, where you could go and see um, the the market value that the article talked about, and then I also did a little bit of some outside research um, to see what the market value was today and in the future. But in 2017, the market value was about like 6.4 billion dollars, and then it was predicted that in 2018 it would double to about 12.5 million billion, excuse me. And then in 2019 I did some research and it projected to be about 19, a little over 19 billion. And in other articles it said that it should skyrocket to over 40 billion in the future, or past 2020. Viewing sports in VR, um, organizations like the NFL, MLS, aka Major League Soccer, they started using virtual reality, um, and it just gave people who couldn't afford to go to their games more of a realistic type experience. So that was a big plus for their uh, viewing. I forgot what it's called, viewing records or something. Um, and schools, big schools started using virtual reality to train their players and also recruit players. VR used for scouting reports. So basically, if a school is interested in a player to come play for them, usually the players would send in like a they would send a recruitment film to showcase their skills that they have. Um, and that's basically how the school decides if they really want this player to come play for their school, and they kind of just like continue on with that. Um, there have been people saying that it takes away from the realism and social experience of actually viewing the sports or even playing them, because virtual reality is used a lot for gaming as well, not only in sports. Um, So yeah, that's just a big con that people talk about now, but it's the future. So I mean, people are gonna come up with everything that they can. So as you can see here, in the picture, you could see a basketball player using a virtual reality headset to practice shooting. Um, and in other articles, it says that NFL teams are training their quarterbacks with mental repetitions, um, and MLB players are preparing their batters for pitchers. So, um, for example, a baseball pitcher might be left-handed, might be right-handed. They throw different types of pitches like, I don't know, fastballs or curveballs or something. I'm not a big baseball fan, so can't really say the different types of pitches. And NBA players are working to up their free throw percentage. So as you can see in the big picture, he's probably working on his free throw percentage right there. Uh, I'm more of a volleyball player, so I could talk a lot more about volleyball and how VR is used for like coaches challenges. So basically, if a coach disagrees with a call that a ref um, has made, then he could challenge that call, and uh, virtual reality can be used to um, spot where that call might be mistaken. So as you can see, they could be called for double contact, four touches, service, 3 point meter line, or center line violation, meaning you can't cross those if you're um, doing a certain action in volleyball. And a net touch, an in or out call, or even a touch call can be called with the coaching challenges. In volleyball, I've been to a few professional volleyball games, and on the screen, I couldn't. I tried finding a video or even like a screenshot of it, but they would have statistics that would show after every game of the height of the balls, the average zone that the ball was passed to, and the set and how high the hitter had to reach to hit that ball. And they even had a ball tracker where during the rally, um, it would show where the ball was going, and if it was hard to see the ball, they would like have a line, and it would just kind of like track the ball throughout the rally, which I thought was very cool. The future of VR, an article said that Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, who also bought out a virtual reality company, said that virtual reality is going to become the new smartphone, which basically means that is going to revolutionize um, technology, society, whatever you want to infer. Um, and then college teams, I think more schools are going to continue to use it. Um, I know big D1 schools are already using it for recruitment and training. And someone said that they could have an unofficial recruiting visit from anywhere in the country, which I found was interesting because you could basically take a virtual reality video, so a camera that records in 360 um, point of view, and you could just send it to a recruiter or a recruit that lives across the country and basically show them their campus without them flying to the campus themselves, and basically show them the campus, um, and the recruit can send in video of them uh, playing and showcase their skills and all that fun stuff. So yeah, here's the cited sources. Thank you for listening. I apologize for my voice. Um, took some medicine before this, so I thought it was gonna make me sound a little better, but it didn't. But thank you once again. Yeah.